Rasiopi flicks it through for Pugh. Pugh's onside, rounds the keeper, and puts in the opening goal. Gorgeous move from the U.S. And Pugh has scored right on the stroke of halftime. Pugh wants the ball right down the middle. Harvey obliges. Pugh's in, but she can't get her shot to Notre Dame midfielder plays it over the top, and Palacios could be away here. Her touch has taken her a bit out wide, and Vanessa Flores has the inside route. Staying on her line is Murphy, and lucky to needing to tighten up their first touch just a little bit. A wonderful challenge from Ogle. She's put Har in. Will it be third time lucky for Har? Leaves it back for Pugh. The goalie's off her line, and Pugh can't put it into the net. In the end, plays it to Vasquez. Bit of a heavy touch. And you can see what one poor touch down to Palacios to the far side for Crowther. Flores did just enough to slow Crowther down. And now the U.S. with a real chance to close him down. Not the best distribution from Barreras. Rasiopi goes sliding in, top of the box. Palacios back out wide for Crowther. Crowther gets it onto the right foot. Good cross in. Well stepped in by Canales. What can Pugh do here? Pugh walking along top of the box, looking to pick out the far corner. But a Livingston, New Jersey household divided, and the U.S. have their Flores dispossessed by Crowther. Crowther looking to hit one, but right at Murphy, who competed in last year's U20 World Cup for La Tri. And that ball putting Barreras in. But this is a good ball in. Murphy's up, and it's too close. Crowther flying down the far flank, has three players to find in the box. Venturing forward once again, the outside back. Ogle checking in, was Racio in the ball, but did enough to help get it off of the captain, Nancy Antonio. And now this is Pugh's favorite, born in 1997, just 18 years of age, as Pugh lets that ball go. Har looking to get to the end line and just running out of real estate. And it'll be a great overlapping run from Sabrina Flores. Puts it across, diving header, just missed. Antonio. And the break could be on here for the U.S., and that ball was played a bit too far away from next season for the Buffaloes. Or looks to Medina for instructions, and the idea have to sit back to make sure that that ball doesn't get over the top. But they're on the attack here. Pugh looking for Rasiopi, and it whistled for a foul. Trying to play it quickly, but a great job by Canales to read that short to Rebecca Bernal, and she'll float it in. Bernal played in both the use and another ill-advised back pass, but Vanessa Flores deals with it well, gets it forward, and a foul's going to be. Elliston policing her. Canales joins over in the double team, and Jacobs stepped in well. Sonia Vasquez wins the first header and the second one, puts it into an awkward position. Can the U.S. take advantage? There runs from deep. Instead, it's played to the near post, looking for the flick on. And Pugh clears it and gets Pugh to win it back. Orejel stood up. Pugh tries to get to the byline, hits it off. Flores plays it into the channel. And good job coming over the head of Sabrina Flores, but over and cover is real. Elliston leaves it off for. So take two, played in the near post, staying on her line as the keeper, but able to head it away as Vanessa. 8 U.S. players looking to get on the end of this. Pugh coming in short. It's played in toward the near post. A good job to get to the byline. Shouts for a handball, and it's going to be an in-swinger from the far side. And Casey Murphy, 2-step. Everybody else queued up across the top of the 18. Murphy goes for the shot, and it was Jordan Har who got that. Well, the rivalry is always in effect. The one thing that we really have to worry about is building the ball into an empty net. And at halftime, it's the USA U20 Women's National Team 1. The Megas, Lynn Cruz, 16-year-old, gets it back to Rodriguez. There's that early ball in. The header from Crowther. Sit inside for Pugh. Pugh has Sanchez out wide. Also has Kerner, but the offside. Savannah De Melo chasing. And Bernal is over. And then Savannah De Melo all the way out to Orejel on the far side. Tries to put it right back. Only for Palacios. And it's 2-on-1 on this side. This is Crowther. And Real gets back. Great tap back from Hedge. She's in space, Peterson. Gets inside. Peterson plays it across. And a stupid mistouch from Orehel. And the U.S. win it back on the far side. Played into the center. Peterson wins the first one right in the path of first or second opportunity. As Rodriguez plays this toward the back post. And Crowther got ahead on it. And good trying to flick it out wide. Back into the channel for Pugh. Has two players crashing. But Orehel. But she dispossesses Parker Roberts. Puts in Palacios. Palacios over the goal. And she took an extra touch before shooting, and I think it was just enough to allow the U.S. to household divided in Livingston, New Jersey. Antonio. And there's that ball in that Mexico's been wanting to play all game, and it might work out at the far post. And it's Jacobs who wins the header again. Might fall kindly at the back post. And the U.S. doing a good job to win the ball back, either high up or in midfield, just like this. All poked away from Vasquez, but wins it back. Pugh looking to get to the end line by herself. Puts it over the head of Barreras, and a good overlapping run. Trying to get to the byline. Two players to pick out in the box. But instead gets it to Hart. Peterson on the overlap. A marauding run forward from Peterson. And it'll be Jacqueline Rodriguez to take. Floats it in toward the back stick. And playing center. And Mexico remain on the attack. Screams from Olay coming on the far side. And Hart try and run interference along that wall. And here comes the direct shot from Bernal. And Pugh got in the block. Flores looking for the run of Evelyn Gonzalez. Our knockdown. Same routine. And Real recovers just in time. Palacio still gets to the end line. Headed away right before it reached Murphy. And Sanchez needs to wait for players to arrive. Now it's played in the box. Parker Roberts was there. Pugh lost the handle in midfield. For Mexico, Palacios unable to get by Real as her and Courtney Roberts conspired. Peterson into the channel for Pugh. Pugh gets behind her lady. Still going Pugh. Puts it back across the day. Right to Sanchez. Now Sanchez cuts inside. Still going Sanchez, but Crowther poked the ball away from her. Back and gets it off for Hart. Hart with the cross. Oh, that's a great first touch from Pugh, and the second one. Almost her second goal of the game, but Barreras got down well. And that's a good ball floated in. Crowther's up, gets the first header, but a fall. Tried to slip it in for Sanchez, but Sanchez didn't make the run. Good idea, though, was unnoticed by the referee. Crowther. Good double team station, but it gets just over her head, and Crowther now takes the inside route. Looking to shoot Crowther. Hint of a... Gets it out wide. Cutting in and looking for the far corner, but unable to turn ball. Off for Vasquez. Vasquez can hit him from here. That's exactly what she looks to do, but flicks it on to Rodriguez. Rodriguez in a very advanced position. Got around Natalie Jacobs, but couldn't get her. You can see that right now as the ball is in. The offside flag is up. 20 Women's NTC Invitational against Brazil. But for now, I'm Mark Serber.